But I have to read my book, and I got a paper, not a paper, but it's a sheet in the book, so I actually have to read it. And the book was at the bottom of my backpack, and it's really, really crinkled. And so we were out 5 days because at my school there was a water main break. So 5 days. I have to go back tomorrow, and I got a test. And I have to study for my physics retake because I got a whopping D. I got a D. I don't know what I did, but yeah, I got a D. And I'm so behind in the class. So behind in the class compared to the other school. So, yep. So I gotta study for that. And it's such a small part of the unit where even Khan Academy only has 2 things on it. That's how small that section is. Yeah. So right now I have a D plus in my class. I have a 69%. I have 7 A's, 1 B, and a freaking D plus. So we're working on that. Big fat squirrel just stuck through the fence. Big. Yeah, but technically I could procrastinate on this because it's not due until the 23rd. But I don't think I will. I think I'll do it right now. I'll at least read 1 chapter. Because how many pages? It's 34. It's so nice out here right now, but there is going because tomorrow it's gonna be 70. So right now it's 59. It's really nice. And right now we're under a fire watch. It's just because it's so windy out here, but it's really, 60 degrees. Tomorrow 71. Well, it says now that we're not supposed to get snow, instead we're supposed to get rain, which is really good because we're like, my area is really dry right now, but I think it only snowed twice. No, only one time since this year. Yeah, one time. And then it snowed after Thanksgiving. But usually by now we have so I'm hoping for snow in like April. I think that the groundhog was on from my area. I feel like it's informative, but like it's really boring, to be honest. It's 12. Man, the other day when I was putting out my dog, there was a big, huge raccoon that freaking jumped from the trees. At first, I thought it was gonna be like a whole bunch of squirrels, because usually they go down the tree at the same time, and it was a fat raccoon that had like a hump in its back, and it was so scary. And then it ran through a hole in the fence, just like dug itself down there. It was just like so fast. It looked like a human jumped from the tree, how big that thing was. And when it went down the tree, it scratched off so much bark. I remember page 130, because that's what I'm on. Put this over here. But this is all my English stuff. Also English and other subjects. We got like Spanish in here, the medical terminology, but it's primarily English. I'm gonna put this right here, and I gotta do my notes for physics. I hate that class so much. It's my least. Goes super fast in the morning, but once it hits the afternoon, like you blink, and when it's 12 p.m. you blink, and then it's like 6. I want someone to explain that to me about how the time can feel like it's going so fast at the same time that it's going so slow. And I'm gonna do all my work today, like during the daytime, so then I don't have to do it at night. Because if I don't start 12. And if I start at 4, I'm going to be up until like 11. I don't even know what unit we're in. Like, we just got done with unit 2. Like, there's 9 units. Absolutely cooked. Like, we're both cookers. And I think I'm the only one who didn't understand, like, what's going on. Because I just don't know how I'm gonna do it. Like, no. And then to do the retake assessment, like, a lot of work. And then if you do work in your second test, then that's just your grade. It just irks me. I just opened up the book and I have to read 3 sections. And here's my thing. It says good notes should include sketches, diagrams, graphs, equations, and explanations. Whenever I put that stuff in there, he's like, not good enough. That's not what it. Get yourself out of here. Oh my goodness. There's something that's put in my eye. Yeah, but I guess I'll just go. I just want to take a nap. Like yesterday, I sat outside and I took a nice nap. I think I need a nap. I was out here like for an hour sleep on that bench back there. It was really short. Like I just laid on it and then I took off my shoes, laid on it, and it went right to sleep. It was so good. It was so comfortable. Today is February. I'm gonna date it so then be like, oh my goodness, I was working on it before. You know, I didn't. February. I'm gonna date it 14th Valentine's Day. 28, 26. I took the progress check. Progress check. You can say I got a 4 out of 15. That was the lowest I've ever got. It's embarrassing. But it's a new credit though. You can still keep extra credit regardless. And that was my second one. Because I forgot to do the first 3. I feel like I could have gotten my grade up to an A way faster because it's like 10, so basically it's like 10 out of 1. So at one point last semester, I plus 10 points. So even with it not, even if I were to have turned it in, excuse me, just as Leila, I would have gotten, oh my goodness, I would have gotten a 92. That. Let's just say that skills. Because we took and we didn't like talk about, we took a test over something we didn't talk about in class. But I don't understand because it was a periods change on our test. We never talked about that in physics, but we briefly talked about it in my pre-calculus class. We just brushed over it. But the thing is about the period, it changed. It was not 120. It changed throughout. So was I supposed to average it or not? Because I just wrote that it was 100. Because it seemed like it was hitting 100 every single time. But I don't know. I just have so many questions over the test and like why we did the things that we did. And if I'm live doing work on here, you're going to see me do a lot of physics stuff because that's my class because everything else is just solid besides that. I'm comfortable getting, I've never gotten below A in a science class before, which was really crazy to me because this time it was my first time I ever got a C in science. Like, yeah, so I'm just gonna have to reevaluate. Yeah, and then like after we took our test, that horrible test, we had to work on like this new unit stuff, and then he was frustrated at us because we couldn't tell him why a frozen bottle of water weighed less than a liquid bottle of water. It was really annoying. Like we haven't even talked about this stuff, so how do you expect us to know equations and just good. Yeah, so I guess we're talking about the law of conservation, and then like, he was kind of frustrated that people knew how to do the chemistry equations rather than the physics ones. Like, chemistry is way easier than physics, where you have to memorize all these different equations and then do all this junk and then blah 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 blah. Essentially what this section will be about, I guess. And hopefully this test, and we're probably going to take it like in April, hopefully be able to be like, yeah, this is the right answer, and yeah, because the other one, the unit one, I got a C. I retook it and got a C plus, and then for unit two, because the test that we took was supposed to be in unit two, but the unit two that he had us do was over like all the other forces besides circular, and I had a D on that. Yeah, so that's how I ended up with a C with a 75 rather than 79. That's what I went in with before I took the test, and I was confident that I was gonna get a, but yeah. And then he like took forever to grade the test after we took it for the end of semester one. He took like a day and a half to grade it, and they were supposed to, like he like did it at the very final hour. Like he talks about procrastination in our class, but I'm just saying. At least for teachers though, they have hours where they can have like planned period, and some teachers do like a study hall. It's not like they're like teaching all 8 different class periods. They have time slots. Us students, we have boom 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 boom, work. Yeah. That's just my diss to the public education system. Yeah. And then like for my club, my science club, we can't order our stuff because the school maxed out their credit card on athletics, which the girls team, the girls basketball team only won like 2 games this season. Yeah, but they maxed out their credit card on that. And then the boys, I think they only won like 4 games. Yeah. But I guess they only care about the sports because our club actually has gone to state and placed. We placed last year 5th at state, and yeah, that's just our budget. Our budget is just trash. That was weird. I guess just like weird like little animals coming out. Weird noises. Ow, ow, ow. I hear geese. They're coming back. I don't think they can. Cold and rain and no snow. The geese. Oh my goodness, I heard the geese. Next they run the steel wool. Here's my thing. You should have hybrid school. You go for half the week, or like a week at school, a week at home. I'm telling you, people would be much happier. Just saying. And I feel like that should be like an option, especially around flu and cold season. It would be an option. Like whenever I have to write notes, going to actually do this. Like I did a freaking I did a quiz correction in physics, and he's gonna say because he said we could use the questions. I used questions, and then he's like, tell me something. You actually can't use the questions because you just copy and paste all the information. Well, I had to work it out because some of the stuff I had to do was wrong. So I worked it out and do what he says, and then he gets mad at that. And then like I just don't like passive aggressive people because like if you're mad, just say you're mad. Don't be like happy mad. More like oh, I told you this way, but never mind. Oh my God. I hate when we have to do tests where we have to use equations and they're not on the equations that we're given, and we never know like what we're going to get. Like we never know what equations we're gonna get. It's just and then we spend an hour on one equation, and I even said in my quiz corrections like I don't know what to do with this because we spend an hour on an equation and I don't even get to use these equations, and then next class we get to use them, but then we spend another hour, and then it's just like hour, no more time. Okay, the math. And like whenever I'm writing notes, like I just like weird words like system, like system and like answer for. Like it's cut off in the notes. I'm just gonna write it how it looks cut off. never heard of a hot Cheeto salad before. So, this looks disgusting. I skip forward, and this hot Cheeto salad looks like trash. What? Ew! What the? That is so gross. That is literally disgusting looking. Doing 2 weeks, and I have a big test. Well, I don't want to procrastinate. It was very last night, but I'm gonna work. I will work on it. I need to be better at like chunking out my time. I play a lot of games on YouTube, not even gonna lie. And be like, yeah, we have the best games ever, we'll make you procrastinate. It's kind of chill. driving through. My notebook's I like the videos on that I show. I can see like any juicy things out there. I like that. And I'm really glad school has because I'm hoping that it's during my physics class again. Because even though I was really sick, so they drained my blood, like I just felt like really woozy and stuff. Yeah. But I'm glad that, and also too, I like to. Sorry. Skip class. Skip class with a just skip. So I know some people that just skip, just to skip. And like, I feel like that's dumb. Just come to class. What's this one? Intercede. I think I'm gonna start because one of my favorites is so hard, like math, but I haven't gotten any hours. Because every single time like I'm available, like all of a sudden someone just takes it. And yeah, I just need some hours though. But I can't help anyone with geometry. I can't. Mass is constant if there's no flow in or out of the mass, in or out of the system. The mass changes in a predictable way if there is some flow of mass between the system and the environment. Okay. So mass changes in predictable ways. What is no inverse? Who doesn't know what presolved means? Because it's context means presolved. Who doesn't know what presolved means? Some people don't. What? That's so stupid. I literally knew what presolved meant by using context clues. Imagine. See, we had to do this stupid example in class. The stupid bag of oranges thing. Like, we had to draw with bar charts and stuff. We were like, I told you guys not to draw that over there. Ah! In the environment, your refrigerator, you have an another kilo of oranges. You add these oranges to the bag. Delta M kilo.
I'm confused. How's native? Daddy.
One is naive and one is native.
Huh?
One is naive and one is native.
I'm saying this has.
There are different meanings of native.
Because native simple lacking some.
Let me see. That's naive.
Naive.
Yeah. Naive. Why are you bothering this?
It's my mom should.
You should have been studying your words.
Well, I'm still here because
You go sit over there. You go sit over there and just lay in bed.
I can't lay on that. I'm too big.
Well, you can sit with your legs crisscross on the side. Like, let me see. So, I think this whole unit is, we're going to just use bar charts. It's pretty easy. I'm going to draw this diagram so he's like, I didn't say diagram. I'm going to go ahead and draw it. 3 kilo plus 1 kilo equal 4 kilo. I'm not drawing all those circles. Okay. answer what? You should be studying with you or words. What does that mean? What does that even mean? I don't even know what that means. Sorry. But, like what words? This first unit, no, this first section was really short. Hello? Yeah? Yeah?